Hello and welcome, this is your TCG channel, my name is Mano Martin. I just arrived back home after I went to Utrecht after the European Championship, and well, this is my day 2, I would rather say going second, Thunder Dragon Pure variant. I would have go first, but thing is I lost so many die rolls that I can call this deck a going second deck, but never mind that, it went well. I only lost to mostly Super Poly and some timeouts, so it's pretty good, I would think. There's nothing I would change at this deck. It's nearly the same as at the German Nationals. Well, it was way more difficult at the European Championship because there are more better players, obviously, and still it went well. Still, but I lost so many die rolls, but we get into the deck profile, extra deck, side, main deck. We still are playing 3 Thunder Dragons, standard card, 3 Dark, 3 Raw, 3 Hawk, an overcard no one plays in Thunder Dragon Danger, for example, that is Thunder Dragon Matrix. And most people ask me, why do you play it? It's not that good. Thing is, I play it for 2 reasons. The first reason is I can pop in the opponent's turn with Titan, that is one reason. But the other reason is if I play against something like Border, Inspector Border, I have the possibility to normal summon Matrix, go into Link Bow, do not use its effect, activate Hawk to get it back, and then get into a Coloss to run over the border or do anything like that. So this is the reason why I play it. When I play 3 Battery Man Solar. Most Thunder Dragon Danger players are considering not running this because it is too easy to out, like Ash, Valor, Impermanence, something like that. And yes, that's true, but it's also the best bait for those, and that's why I play it. I also don't play the Dangers, so I can play stuff like Caught by the Grave, so this goes mostly through. And even if it does not, I have enough to get out. When I play 3 Chaos Dragon Levianeer, if I would hit anything in this deck, it would be this card, because Thunder Dragon Pure isn't that broken. It is really not. It just gives you a consistent 3 Coloss and 1 Titan, and that's everything it does. So that's not really threatening. But this card is, because it is a +6. You're destroying 2 of your opponent's card. That is -2 for your opponent, so it is a +2 for you. It stays on the field, it don't goes to graveyard, except it is destroyed through opponent's card effect, but mostly it isn't, because you can't attack if it uses its effect. So it's a +3. And then I can trigger 3 of my Thunder Dragon's effect. This is +3 also, so it is a +6, pretty cool. If you are in the grind game, you draw this game, almost every game. And this is a much board breaker too. Except you're playing against a mirror match, because against that this does nothing. Because even if you are able to destroy anything, if he does not negate it with Abyss or anything like that, well, Coloss can't get destroyed because he's banishing instead. So it does not do much in the mirror match, but it is a cool card to get into the combos. And against decks with many negates, you can chain block him to play around it. It's pretty cool. When we have the 1 Diabolos, to have a combo with Melody to rip 2 cards out of our opponent's hand, this is pretty strong, because if I have a board with 3 Coloss and 1 Titan, or 2 Coloss, 1 Titan and number 22, and the opponent has only 2 hand cards, I can pop 2 of my opponent's cards and negate 1, so we have only 1 left and he can't search, so it's pretty hard for him to get into the game. If I would have gone first, like I did at the German Nationals, but like I said, I lost nearly every die roll. So, there is Thunder Dragon Duo, pretty cool card. Thing is, if you play against something like Orcust and they have a Crescendo and you have to search for the Thunder Dragon Fusion, you don't want to search for Hawk at that point, because the Crescendo can negate it. But You can special summon him by banishing 2, chaining 1, chaining 2. You give the chaining 1 to the card you want to resolve, mostly, and when the second one can be negated, you don't care. And this one can, yeah, it is just great. Then the one Denko Sekka won me most games today, and yesterday too. I had an August matchup, and where it was like, he won the die roll, he goes first, and when he has his full board with everything, and I was like, okay, 2 fog plays, 1 crescendo, field spell, alright, Badish, Galatea, Dingirzo Grave with Skeleton, okay, normal summon Denko Sekka, okay, chain, skeleton, target Dingirzo Grave to special summon. That would have outed the Denko, but I had a caught by the grave at that point, and that was nearly game. So this is so far for the monsters. Spell cards, because I don't play any traps for 2 reasons. The first one, I don't need any. The second one, if you play against Reduo or anything like that, if you don't play traps, you don't have to worry about it. 3 Allure of Darkness, in my opinion, best card. Because it is plus for plus, you draw 2 cards, and when banish raw or dark, it is just spice. 3 instant fusions. It is nearly the second best card. It also outs stuff like border. Even if you play against Guru Control, it is pretty good. Because if he would negate it, just assuming he would negate it, it negates its activation, so I can play another one. And if he does not, I have Thousand Eyes. And Thousand Eyes is not that strong against that matchup because he can remove it from the field, the Guru, but he can't change battle positions anymore. So he can't flip face up and face down, he can't negate attacks, and he can't negate activations, something like that. So it's pretty cool just to have an out or give your opponent pressure that he has, that you force the negation at that point so you can win. Then 3 Caught by the Grave. In my opinion, best card of this format. Why? Because you don't have a bad matchup. You can play this literally against every deck, and at some points or most of the points it really hurts the opponent. Depends on the matchup, of course. But for example, you're playing against August. He don't have a bubble yet. He's just starting to get into the game. You're going first. So you have this one set, and he lies harp in. What you call it, they still get out, but it's very, very hard and very, very difficult for them, and most of the time this is the thing why they lose. Then 2 Melody, we have 4 targets, so 2 Melody is legit. 2 Twin Twisters for the Mystic Mine matchup. If I play against Mystic Mine, I search for Denko with a Thunder Dragon fusion, and then I have time. I have so much time, and then comes the Twin Twister, and when I go for OTK, nah. That's not a problem. I played against some Sky Striker Mind players and I won every time. Even going second, it doesn't matter. Thunder Dragon Fusion, best card. I cut it to 2 since the YCS Düsseldorf, because I'm not playing Pot of Desires anymore. That's one reason. Where the other reason is I had to make space for the Twin Twisters, because those are very important, because I don't want to lose game 1. And well, it reshuffles and it searches any thunder monster. So Denko Sekka, every card in the deck that is a monster except Levani and Diabolos I can search. And then of course the 1 Gold Sack, it's one of the best starters there is. Then we go to the extra deck. We have 3 Thunder Dragon Coloss, of course, it's Thunder Dragon Pure, so you should play 3. What would I say? It is pretty strong if you would have gone first. Like I said, that literally never happened, but if I would have, it's pretty strong against August. If they play with Trickster and the Sky Strike engine, because they have much trouble to get into the game, because they have trouble to get on the second monster, because the Engage, he can't search the drone, light stage, or even the terraforming can't search the light stage, and so on. You know the drill. It's really, really difficult for them to get into the game, and if you have stuff like my 3 Titans that pop the Phoenix before he can go into the Mermaid, it's really, really hard for them. Then the Caminari attack, 1 instant fusion target, and the second one, like I said, the Thousand Eyes restrict. When 1xyz monster, number 22, I played against many decks that, well, sided evenly against me, and, well, this one negates evenly, so that is the main reason why it's in, and besides it is a 4500 beat stick, so it's not bad. One Borrow Sword, like I said, this is more like a going second OTK. It wasn't like that at the German Nationals because I won well, most of the die rolls, but this event I just didn't. I have the same standing, but well, just lose nearly every die roll. But this seals the game mostly. Bolo Dragon, what can I say about this card? This card is insane. And first round I got was Thunder Dragon Mirror. I played against Thunder Dragon Danger, and he goes first because I lost the die roll again. Or like I said, the first time, but you know, so it goes on. Well, he made the standard board, give me the 2 Colossus, 1 Abyss, and one of the number 22. This one. And when I played through the negations, made this one. And then I attacked his number 22. Then I attacked his Abyss, and at that point I had time. Because thing is, if you play the Thunder Dragon Danger variant, your extra deck is nearly empty if you finished your turn. So there's no recovery you can come back from, and this is not the problem I got because I can reshuffle it every time with Thunder Dragon Fusion. So at that time I go second, I just had this one, and then attacked, I had time, and if he would have gone into Chaos Dragon Liviania, if he top decked it, I could have negated it with his number 22, so that wouldn't have been an issue there. One Phoenix, always nice, I wouldn't cut it. One Link Kuribo, also very nice, and two some Summoner. You just need them for the combos. I would have liked a better effect because I never use it because it just don't do it for me. It just don't stay that long on the field. Then to the side deck. The second Denko Sekka, I thought about playing 2 in the main deck and a third one in the side deck, but thing is 1-1 is just better because you only need 2. I had it against the Sky Striker matchup. I had Denko Sekka and I had a duo out. Attack duo, effect, banish, search the second Denko Sekka, and then my opponent said, okay, come, I can't do anything. Even if I out that one Denko you have on the field, there is a second one going to come that I can't out, and then I will lose at least. So he scooped and I won. Denko Sekka, Dimensional Fissure, Microcosmos. These two I mostly side in against Salamangreat and Orcust, if I go first, because those are pretty strong against those matchups. Then Freeze Sphere Mode, I played against a 60 card Pendulum deck, where these are not that very good, but I guess there wasn't anything else to do. It was about 6-7 negates, so this do much of the work. Then to Chalice, or like I said, it's impermanence for the poor ones. Thing is, I don't like traps, like I said, don't even like hand traps, so this one is just the better choice for me. I can set it if I go first to negate something like Mermaid or Gazelle or the Devil that the opponent will play. Then the third Twin Twister, and then 3 MST, just against Mystic Mine or any trouble back row decks that I can't deal with monster effects. Mostly, if my opponent plays much of back row, I don't care because I can pop it mostly with my monster effects. But if I am not able to do that, I have to play these outs for something like Skill Drain or Monos Erupt if you play against True Drake or something like that. These are just pretty good. And then 3 Red Reboot against Altergeist or something like that. And well, like I said, I would keep it like that. And yeah, that's all there is to say about it. I hope you enjoy and see you next time.